Well, in the United States, more and more people are realizing that there's a rising tide of acceptance in the fact that people are going to smoke marijuana, and it's like Prohibition against alcohol back in the 1930s. There's a recognition that perhaps the laws are causing more harm than the drugs they're designed to protect us from.
I believe the name of the conference is the Final Days of Prohibition. Marijuana has been prohibited federally for 75 years now. December 5th is going to be the anniversary of the repeal of alcohol prohibition. And we plan on, at SSDP, we plan on celebrating that by calling on politicians around the globe to revisit this failed policy of prohibiting drugs.
I think that the time is near when we're going to see a big shift toward allowing states to determine their own policies. You know, we have more than half the country now supports ending marijuana prohibition.
To have so much public support for reform while at the same time the federal government is cracking down speaks to the incredible disconnect between the federal government and the people. We can't translate that into votes in Congress. There are 7 bills pending in Congress to reform marijuana laws in one form or another. We can't even get a subcommittee hearing. The states are really where all the action is.
It's kind of exciting because 2012 is the year that Washington State, Colorado, and Oregon all have initiatives to do different degrees of legalize, tax, and regulate marijuana.
If those states pass in a number of weeks from now, when the election occurs, it will change the world. It will really change the world, and it might also change the way things are done federally.
As far as the upcoming elections throughout the country, I feel that 2 out of the 3 states have a valid shot. It's unfortunate that polling does not reflect great news for Oregon. However, Colorado has an even Steven chances, I believe, much like Prop 19. They have to be cautious for their October surprise, but they can come through, and they've got a great base in Colorado.
In Colorado, the marijuana initiative is polling better than either of the presidential candidates right now, and I think that that's really telling.
In Washington State, I think we're polling at 58%, and I think we've got unprecedented amount of mainstream important people in our communities endorsing us.
I think if Washington does legalize, that it's an excellent opportunity to actually bring this issue to the forefront. We have a state that's willing to stand up for its electorate, and frankly, that's exactly what we needed.
I think California still remains both at the vanguard culturally and is the big enchilada politically, because if it legalizes marijuana, I think the United States does, and then I think most of Western Europe and the rest of the world that wants to go in that direction.
Those folks that support ending prohibition need to call their members of Congress, need to call the White House, need to get active, need to push the agenda forward. That's the way we're going to push political change, just like any other movement.